Greetings, I'm Steve Cook. It's time for our February 13th board meeting recap. We started at 5:30, got out at about 8:15. A long, important meeting. Talked about a lot of really important things. First thing I want to share is we started off with a celebration, celebrating our SROs. February 15th, this month, is SRO Appreciation Day. And so we spent a little bit of time. They were provided gifts from Ben Tech Academy students, and we gave them some gifts. The SROs that were here in attendance tonight gave them some gifts from the district as well. A lot of appreciation for that group. Second appreciation we had tonight was for our classified staff. March 4th through 8th, March 8th is Classified Appreciation Week. We had both leaders of the classified group, Jen Groth and Debbie Christian, here tonight. Just a great opportunity to celebrate all the classified staff in our district. They're such important people that do a lot of work for our students and our staff and our overall system, and we couldn't be happier to have them on our team. And then our Student Advisory Council report tonight. We heard about the cell phone implementation of the cell phone policy that's going across our high schools. They're going to take on the idea of maybe building a little better forecasting template so that students understand what courses are available in the course catalog and how they can use that to make better decisions for the classes they're going to take. And then they talked about the opportunity that they had to engage with our two deputy superintendent finalist candidates, and hearing them talk about the importance of that was really, really cool. And then just a little bit of a call out from them about teacher appreciation and all the gratitude they have for our teachers who work day and night for these students and how they support them, and just making sure that our teachers are aware and know about that feel for that appreciation. We had one public commenter tonight. That was one of our staff members, Chris Kuka, wanted to talk about appreciation for classified staff and making sure that the language that we're using recognizes the importance of that of those classified staff and how we talk about them and talk to them when we are engaging with them. And then we went to the consent agenda. The consent agenda passed as it typically does, 7-0 with no conversation. We had 3 action items tonight, all passed. The first one was the High Desert Educational Service District Local Service Plan. We have to renew this every single year. That agreement is now in place for the 24 and 25 school year with the High Desert Education Service District. Second one was the English Language Arts curriculum adoption. Julie Walker brought the formal recommendation for adoption of Expeditionary Learning EL education as the language arts curriculum for our grades K through 5. That passed unanimously. And the last action item was a resolution setting the school support fee at 15% for all businesses that are receiving tax exemptions in the enterprise zones, both here locally in the Bend Enterprise Zone and locally also in the Deschutes County Enterprise Zone, which supports kind of the rural part of the county, including in La Pine. And that was also set at 15% and supported 7-0. We had 2 reports tonight. The first one was the design project report from BBT, from Renee Alexander, the lead architect of the renovation of Bend High School. That was a fascinating report, and we got to see a lot of detail in how that design is going to look in the new Bend High campus. Lots of great conversation about that new design. You should check that out on the website. Great. It's very exciting. It's going to take us 4 years to get that project completed, but there's a lot of really cool things going to happen in that school. And then our last report, longest part of the evening, most certainly, was the presentation of our team to the board regarding whether or not we should consider going out for a local option levy for 5 years at a rate of about $1 per 1,000 for households to consider whether or not, and voters to consider whether or not they would support that. And our recommendation is that yes, we should, and the board will take up that consideration and that vote in our upcoming meeting on February 27th, I believe is that meeting date. Then the superintendent's report, just 3 real quick things, just a celebration of the Lunar New Year celebration that we had with our students. Black History Month, our Black Family Student Union doing a fantastic job in Black History Month of celebrating that history and with their booth. that they've produced. And then just a reminder that it's admin hiring season right now. We've got a lot of schools that are looking to get permanently hired principals, several interim principals going for those jobs, and a couple of positions open across the district, including our deputy superintendent position, which is down to 2 finalists. And so we expect that work to be done here pretty quick. Board chair report, two things that Chair Barnes-Delakia wanted to share. First, talking about the strategic planning process, making sure that there's going to be lots of board involvement in that, and making sure that that process is inclusive, and we're sharing that publicly. And we're glad to make sure that happens. And then also just a little bit of a call to action to remind folks that we are in the short session. Advocate with your legislators about things that are important. The one she called out specifically was the universal feeding system, whatever you want to call that, now that Oregon, that the feds have changed the law that made more schools qualify, and hoping that Oregon would follow suit. Right now, 22 of our 33 schools qualify for this. If the state takes this up, if and when they do and it passes, that potentially could be all 33 of our schools. And it's been a game changer in those 14 new schools where that's actually happening. We adjourned at 8:15, and that was our time for tonight. Great meeting, a lot of good things happening. We'll look forward to you on our next meeting, which is scheduled. Our next business meeting will be happening on March 12th, and we'll see you there. Thank you.